Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Thursday night. Another Thursday night. And no, we're not on episode 4 like Jake said on Off the Hip the other night. Fucker can't count. We
Total boomer.
are the homie. Welcome to the Homies Podcast, episode 6. And we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot that's gone down in pop culture in the last few days. How you doing, Jake?
Well, I feel slightly lesser because I've been demoted to the bottom after my mistake on Monday, which I'm okay with. I'm okay. I'll be all right. Otherwise, it's been a very busy past few days. It's been a very busy day. Today was the busiest of them all, doing a lot of stuff, getting ready for this.
Oh boy.
Otherwise, I've been enjoying myself. Otherwise, I've been.
Do you hear the chains and the ball and the chain? I'm playing it.
You're currently watching, or if you watch the VOD afterwards, I disavow anything that they say regarding us, and I love you so very much.
Crease, we gotta get it straight. She's got 22 with tranquilizers.
Oh man.
He's gonna be like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
So you're suggesting that she's going to trank me and then have her way with me, and I'm just going to wake up in a foreign nation? Okay.
Crazy shit's happened, brother.
Has it?
Oh man.
Has it? Under these circumstances? Quite honestly, I'm Okay.
It'd be like that.
What's up,
It'd be like
Nagranal?
that sometimes. Nagranal, what's going on, dog? Yeah. Oh man.
I haven't even gone through all our intros yet, Nagranol, and I'm just being shit on. I'll tell you what. Grease.
The Thanos of the mods.
What have you been doing?
It's my guy. What's up, people? How y'all doing? When the camera comes on, it is what it is. So yes, all the people out there for everybody, for the homies. It's Thursday night. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us. So
That's right.
let's get the weekend started, baby. And Phantom, we got some breaking news. We got some good news or whatever. Our man, the homie, Nerd Roddy has been under attack last weekend. Phantom, how you feel about that, bro?
Boy, this has been like off the fucking chain. And now there's been big news that's broke that this dude, what's the name is that he goes by? Grayson. What's his tag?
I don't know.
Jake?
Grayson, and he has a Spider-Man profile.
Let's see.
Nerdy something news or something.
We can start by pulling up the tweet that started it all. This guy
Let's
right
do it
here.
up.
This guy. And we got Corn Boy here. What's up, Corn Boy?
Corn Boy.
So
what's up, homie?
I know, Phantom, that you've been following this. You have eyes like a hawk on this story. I've been following it a little bit as it's been popping up after there have been developments.
Hey, can you make that bigger?
I don't have a Twitter pump like you have for something else, but this is about as big as I can go. How's that? Is that good enough? Let's satisfy your urges.
Okay, so this guy has not only has he gone after Gary, he went after the
pretty much everybody in the fellowship,
and he went after Hypnotic, doing the exact same thread crap. Come to find out that over the last few days, he's been posting up fake screenshots, and people are like questioning his engagements. That there's people that are commenting in the viewership, but no retweets, no comments and other stuff. What's up, Soph? And this
Sup,
has been
Selfie?
going on. This has been going on the last several days. But today,
As
some news came out and some proof that.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, but before I get to that, so this dude protected his tweets
he did for a period.
and
For a period of
or
time.
period. It was like
Whoopsie.
maybe 12, 13 hours.
Right.
Because people were going through his Twitter and calling him out on his bullshit that he had on there that he wrote himself.
Oh yeah.
So he literally went in
Oh, yeah.
and he purged a lot of tweets.
Yes.
A
he did.
lot of tweets. And then I know that on the real BBC, Az found this dude's YouTube channel.
Yes.
He only had 3 subscribers. Just 3 subscribers. But yet,
And he has a TikTok as well with
Mhm.
tens of
Mhm.
thousands of subscribers, and his videos get like a couple thousand views, maybe.
Mhm.
If you guys
And-
would like,
Yeah.
if you guys would like, we could jump right into the most recent news.
Yep.
Show some examples, and we can discuss afterwards. So,
Oh, yeah, for
So,
sure.
let,
Go
so let me
ahead.
get to run into it. So there was a
Please
video that dropped, I believe, today.
Mhm.
Showing proof that this dude bought bots to
Oh, yeah.
engage on this stuff. So the way I think he was doing to get these bots to look at stuff over and over and over again, so he can make money off the fucking X.
Algorithm.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's had millions of views, millions of impressions on X up to this point. He's doing it for money.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
Oh, yeah.
just yesterday, there was a channel by the name of Gothic Therapy that uploaded a video entitled
Shout out.
"Busted: Neuroticator Exposed Using Bots," and this gentleman, Gothic Therapy, collaborated with another YouTuber, which is right here. I have the name right here. Upper Echelon. Upper Echelon also has been making videos regarding the Chris Tyson situation that's been going on. He's made a video regarding this Nerdrotic situation. And to further explain what we've been speaking about and what Phantom just led into, and to lead us into further discussion, as a part of this 6.5 minute video, there's just a 2-minute section, that I want to show you guys and the panel to explain briefly what transpired, probably why it transpired. So let's take a look at this, and this ought to give you guys an idea of the kind of caliber we are dealing with when we're talking about this Grayson guy who's trying to take down Nerdrotic.
When scraping the data for the node map, we noticed a large number of the accounts following Minute Nerd News were private. How many, you ask? Well, I think it's better if I show you. If we filter out any accounts that are private, we are left with the following image. Quite a significant difference, don't you think?
Pause it.
Oh.
So
yeah.
all the private accounts went away.
Mm-hmm. Now, notice
And-
how that node map looked like a pin cushion from space. There were hundreds of thousands on there, and now,
That
if you
little
took your
weasel.
time, you could probably count each individual one. And in a few seconds here, he's going to give you the percentage, which, oh boy.
Not only that, but taking a look at their Social Blade history, you can see they gained 1,360 followers in the last 30 days and have little history before that. How many of those accounts are private? I'm glad you asked. Oh, only about 1,356 followers.
Oh.
So, knowing Twitter as it is, 68.59%, nearest makes no difference, 69, nice, percent, of all of a person's followers are private. What? There is no way, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you have 10 followers, I don't care if you have 10 million followers. There is no way that 69 percent of everybody that follows you has their X account privated. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's
That's
no
strange.
The odds of that are slim and none.
Or slim.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They're astronomically small.
And
Because most people want to be noticed anyway. So like that.
Of course.
I mean,
Now-
yeah, most people want to be noticed.
now I do know notice the fact that if you get the porn bots on X,
Oh god.
I would say roughly 40 to 50% of those they're locked.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I can see where he's coming in with this shit. That the whole bot
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah,
but even then,
But-
they wouldn't give you like a whole bunch of money anyway. So
absolutely. So let's finish this out. We'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
So either 4 of them were organic, or perhaps they were also bots that simply got removed or suspended. But how do we know these accounts are bots? Well, that's easy to prove if we take a look at Minute Nerd News' TikTok account.
This part right here where he speaks about Minute Nerds TikTok. There's
Smoking gun.
This is basically all but definitive proof. This is all but him, Grayson guy, Minute Nerd News, saying it out of his own mouth.
Account. Boasting over 200K followers, you would think the views would be considerable. But as you can see, they are most definitely not. If you take a look at their social blade,
Pause it for
you
a
can
second.
see that
This
That
nice,
dude looks
flat,
like a-
even number.
That dude looks like a soy boy.
Oh,
yeah,
I know he's okay. Hold on a second.
And there's a little contest today. So
This
he
guy.
has they
here.
them. He has they them on
Oh,
his
God, that
profile.
guy.
And he removed it. He removed the they them off his X
And a free
for the duration that he had it blocked. So yeah, dude. Soy
But-
boy. You know what? I need to make a thing when we come across somebody that says soy boy.
soy boy.
We'll get Corn Boy and Isaac to fight it out. See who gets to submit theirs. Anyways, real quick.
Dude, he has
Definitely
he has that MGK part in his
Dude,
head.
he's got
Like,
Oh,
Justin Bieber hair
oh
look
god,
good.
the uneven part.
He's
Shit.
He's
Oh,
got that
gosh.
Justin Bieber haircut from the fucking
Yeah.
early 2000s.
I can't stand it. Also,
MGK.
What- again, what are the absolutely astronomical chances that you would have exactly 10.8 million likes? 0.0000. What are the chances?
That's impossible.
Anyways,
That's
And
impossible.
you'll notice that as
It's
the
more than
gentleman here
Mr.
goes on, that amount of likes.
It's more than
remains.
Mr. Beast. It's
And-
more than
well,
Mr. Beast. Come on, man.
Well,
Like,
the thing is, this is total likes for this gentleman's 19 uploads, but you'll notice that his likes don't change. Like, if you have 19 uploads and over 10 million likes on said uploads, at the very least, you're going to get a couple new ones a day, even if it's just one
Yeah.
or two. But to go for like
Yeah.
a week or more to have no increase in likes, I doubt it. So let's finish this up
Yeah.
real quick.
take a look at their social blade, you can see that Minute Nerd News has lost 100 followers nearly every week and has gained no new followers at all.
Exactly.
Those
Not
are the
only
bots
that,
being
But
purged.
their likes are exactly
Yes.
10,800,000. And that hasn't changed in the past month.
And the chunks they're coming in, losing in a day, losing exactly 100 followers, or gaining exactly 100,000, or losing exactly 100,000 likes. Let's quickly finish this up.
doesn't make sense.
That's
What can
Yeah.
we
The
take
math
away
is
from
not
this?
mathing.
Simple. This TikTok is botted, and almost every follower is fake. If we draw a parallel from this information to the information we have from their Twitter, we can say with certainty that Minute Nerd News is a fake who is paying for bots to seem important when in reality, they are not.
They're not.
Now, that's all I wanted to show you guys, and that's going to lead into me displaying this tweet where we will then continue the discussion.
When did this tweet
Grayson,
drop?
Minute Nerd News. This dropped actually about 5.5 hours ago. He said, quote, "I've contacted Twitter in regards to potential bots following me. Hopefully, if there are bots, they can be removed." Opinions.
What a pussy.
So
Pussy.
around so
Pussy.
he put this tweet out right after that video dropped.
Yes.
Probably less than an hour after the video dropped.
Yes. Didn't mention the video.
Dude,
Didn't link to
No.
the video. I've looked into some of the comments. Hasn't talked about the video. It seems like
I'm
he
sorry,
posted this
dude.
apropos of nothing.
We have lost the art of just disagreeing with people now, man. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Like, we got people that are trying to like get money off of hate or whatever. A actual grifter. This is what happens when you're an actual grifter. This is what happens or whatever. Like, when you try to get people to hate somebody, and then honestly, you probably just gave Gary more fans because like people that people.
He did. Gary's shit jumped, and I know, Nerdwards did a video that just dropped a little while ago, and I agree with him. Grayson did the wrong thing, fucking with Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everybody he could have fucked with on our side, Gary is the number one commentator. I mean, yeah, you got Drinker, you got Chris Gore, but Gary is the number one of the fellowship. He is. I know. He is the head of the table.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say this. Like Gary is one of the most nicest guys ever, and you know what? Because there was like people because of this Grayson dude and Jake. I gave you something right here. There was a little dude. There were people going around saying like, "Oh, Gary is a white supremacist and everything," and I'm like,
really?
"Oh no, really? Huh.
Do you have evidence to the contrary, Kreese? That he's not a white
supremacist? Yeah, man. Like
Really?
I actually do. Like, yeah,
So before you show this Grayson dude tried to put everything at the sun at Gary. Even said he was there on J6. That Gary was there on J6. Yeah. This dude said this in the thread. Sure. Yeah, he did. He fucking did. Really? He said Gary was in Washington on J6 when Gary was fucking in fucking Texas.
Yeah, no. So just real quick, Grayson, he, him, double deficit dyslexic, whatever the fuck that means. Apparently CBM.
Don't disrespect the dyslexic people. Like, how dare you? Don't put us in this conversation.
I want. He also has an orange heart, which I'm not going to get into the orange and a free Palestine. Fine. This guy is accusing Gary of being a racist. I present Exhibit A. Checkmate, atheists. Checkmate. Not only is that a black gentleman, but it is our very own black gentleman, Kreese. It's this guy right here.
I met Gary twice, man. Like, I'm like, people gotta understand. Like, when they say that Geeks and Gamers is racist, and like as is racist, and Gary is racist, like, and like they be pretending that there ain't no black people in the fellowship. Like, just saying, like, like
you're wearing an ISOM shirt.
I'm like, listen. I just be laughing, man, because like they keep on making these bad allegations every single time, and like and like when we have these meetups or whatever, like it just disproves these haters every single time, and it just proves that the internet is not real either. So because there's actually, believe it or not, there are even some of the people that actually are low-key haters or whatever. Like they be hating online, but they actually show up to the events and like actually are fans of Gary and and
Jeremy and the rest of them.
Jeremy, yeah, and the rest of them or whatever. So yeah, like these guys are idiots, man. Straight up
Hey
idiots.
Jake, look on the Grayson's dude's X page, and go down to where he leaked these fake DMs. You gotta look at this. This insane. Yeah,
this massive thread where he just goes off basically on this guy. So you want to see the DMs, the leaked DMs.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's talk about it.
So supposedly this Grayson dude talked to somebody that leaked DMs between him and Gary, and they talked about this on I think Friday Night Tights, and no, it was on the show that they do Out of Worlds or whatever they do on Sunday, and fucking Corey Black Garrett's like, that's not how Gary types or talks.
Yeah, really. and again, just more information or more evidence that he's not a white supremacist. He's such a problematic person that his whereabouts on January 6th could be brought into question. What? So you don't know where he was on January 6th? I don't know where I was on January 6th. Also, which year?
I was at work at January 6th.
We got to start using the year eventually. But this guy just went on and on and on and on and on and just does not stop. Thank you for calling.
And you want to know what's the funny?
Hold on a second. He had 1250. That book's with the 1250.
No, this is this is an advertisement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, Christy.
You want to know what's the funny part?
Actually, boosting jealous.
You want to know what's the funny part? Like Gary was going over this or whatever when he was saying, "Oh yeah, my channel's being attacked." He's like, anyway, in today's news of I don't care or whatever.
Oh
like,
my gosh! Jeremy's video where he entitled it about Gary Nerdrotic, My Truth. And the thumbnail for that, oh my gosh, that was hilarious, Rage Bait. Absolutely.
That was scripting on another level right there. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Like Jeremy, Gary, like Ripa, they're all gonna be okay, man. Like they know, like they got hated. Like haters are gonna be hating. That's what they are. Like your haters are actually your lovers. Like they low key love you. Like that's why I always came up with this saying. Like don't hate me because you love me and everything. So that's the best thing. If you're hating on me, man, I must be doing a good job. Like I must be doing a good job. Like you tune into my stream. You giving me the views. Thank you, hater. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. It's the Mayweather effect, man. Like, hey, either way, if you pay to see me win and you pay to see me lose, guess what? As long as you paying, I don't care. Like, and that's how Gary is. That's how Gary is. Like, Gary got that attitude of, dude, my haters are more than welcome to join. I want to talk to them even more than the people that actually love me or whatever.
That's right. That's right. Very, very famously, I think it was in the mid '60s. The Beatles were being interviewed, and the interviewer told them about how I think it was a local church told everybody in their congregation to bring their Beatles albums, and they were going to put them in a big pile and burn them, and asked the members of the Beatles how they felt about it. And John Lennon, very famously, immediately said that, you know what, I support them. I hope they buy 1 million records. I hope they go out and buy every single Beatles record, put it in a pile, and set it on fire. I love them. I love them for it. And you know what? Mo is right, hating on me, but loving D's nuts. They can't get off D's nuts, honestly, Mo. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Like oh, my goodness.
Like they got you gotta have tough skin in this game. Because if you don't have tough skin in this game, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. Like I'm telling you now, for everybody that's trying to start up this YouTube stuff or whatever, like, if you ain't mentally, physically, and emotionally tough for this or whatever, you're gonna get eaten alive because, like, people on the internet, they just don't care and they're gonna feel some type of way about it. Like all of us, like when we get bigger, I'm expecting the haters or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm expecting us to be on like, oh, the things that you don't know about the homies, things like that, like videos like that. I'm ready for that. You know what I'm
Bring it
saying?
on.
Like, I'm ready for those. Yes, I'm ready for those type of videos. So,
Oh,
like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
All I have to say in this situation was he tried it with Hypnotic, he tried it with Drinker, but when he did it towards Gary's, where he
Right.
he's like, okay, Gary's the one I'm gonna fuck with, and the fucking fellowship
mistake.
just turned around and pimp slapped that motherfucker.
Big mistake. Oh yeah.
it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's like
You went from trying to kill John Wick to
slow.
killing John Wick's dog.
Gary might be slow and he might be a boomer and he probably does, and he sucks at playing video games. But guess what? He's one of us. He's one of us. Like,
Chris, I don't know why you just read Mo's comment verbatim, but I feel the same way. Gary and Mo, they're like two birds of a feather. Crucified anytime they make a mistake and embrace it. It's all icing on the cake. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
but
Love you, Mo.
one of them is Slow Mo. He's a power bottom. You guys
Ooh.
figure who that is. Hey Mo.
Also,
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
and Mo is pretty damn famous because, as Ebola says, he just got roasted in Hypnotic's chat. What did he do this time? I just got here.
Dang.
What happened? You got to let us know, Ebola.
We'll chat after the stream. You can give us the skinny. You
Yeah,
can
give us the
spill
deets.
tea.
I want the
You can
deets.
spill the
I want
tea.
411.
I want I want the details.
I just think it's hilarious that this dude thought he was going to pull a fast one on the fellowship.
Nah.
You're dumb. Are you slow? Or are you just fucking retarded? I think you're fucking both.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going after people on top, guys at the top of their game, you better have absolutely bulletproof evidence against them.
Mm-hmm.
And the fellowship has not been around that long. That's the thing.
No.
That's the crazy part, dude. Like, it's just been around about maybe 5+ years. Like,
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gotten
about
stronger.
5 or 6.
And
It
dude,
keeps on getting stronger.
Dude, I remember the first FNT. And I remember when it started becoming the fucking fellowship, and it's gotten stronger over the years.
It sure has. It sure has. And
Because we all came in. We came all together because we just knew that the powers to be are stupid when it comes to media. Like they're doing, like they need people like us. Okay, believe it or not, they need people like us to tell us your product sucks. Okay, your product sucks.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Agree. And quick question for you, Chris. Did you know that Yo Pop's dad once caught a bullet with his bare hands?
Hey, we've made it, boys. We have a troll in the chat for the homos.
For the homos, indeed. So we got a bunch here. We got guys clowning on people in the chat. Yo Pop's going, what's up, my favorite Ruth Korean? Ebola makes another great point that if you're going after Hypnotic, the guy who calls himself the leader of the bigot army, you're already losing. Exactly. What are you going to say to Hypnotic that's going to make his fans hate him? Nothing, effectively.
Yeah.
Not a damn thing.
We have a traitor on the inside. There's a traitor in the midst. The call is coming from inside the house. Someone posted a pride flag from the official channel. I wonder who the fuck that was. Wink,
That's
wink.
It's either between Isaac or ABF. Is what it is. Like,
that wasn't me.
And
That wasn't me.
Mo is officially trying to defend himself. Slow Mo. No. You can defend yourself all you want. This is my show. Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch. You can get me back on Monday. See you then.
Also, before we get too far in this, we do have a special announcement we're going to make in the next couple of days. Can't go into details at this moment, but we got a couple of special things coming up in the next 2 weeks.
Surprise Pikachu.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even going to be here for it. Are you guys having cool parties without me? Oh man, dang it.
Maybe.
Fine.
It's like Fight Club. Can't talk
Oh yeah,
about
hold on for a
it.
second.
Yeah, we can talk about
Our favorite rooftop Asians in the chat. Hey, yo, pops,
Uh-huh.
fuck you.
Oh, dude, you just made him through his pants by saying that. Look how happy he is.
Well, he
Everybody
just,
was kung fu fighting. Wow. Everybody was fast and lightning. Yeah.
hey,
Ebola,
Ebola.
I'm going to speak to you after class. How dare you?
Hey-
Quite frankly,
hey,
how dare you?
Ebola, we're sure hell not going to replace Jake with you. Next subject.
Oh.
Next subject.
Oh.
Hey, I like Phantom. I'm starting to hear the cows. I'm starting to hear gunshots, and I'm starting to hear the chickens barking. And did I say barking or clucking? I don't know. I think
They can
it's
bark.
time for
City boy.
All right, everybody, it's yours and ours favorite time. It's time for trailer trash.
Real quick, before we execute all these cows and chickens because they're making way too much noise, I just want to point out a couple of things. First off, Yo Pops quoting his second favorite line from Phantom. Damn it, Tobias. Tobias, you know him, you love him. He's our furry friend. And you know what? He's a degenerate, but he's our degenerate, and we love him for it. And then we have some fucking historians here because we got Ebola saying, what do you mean wrong Asian? No. They're all the same. Shut up. Second
Same
off,
thing.
Corn Boy, it's Taekwondo, not Kung Fu. It's all karate to me. Who cares? Anyways.
Karate.
Also,
Anyway.
no, you love it because we made it just for you. We know you like it when it's nice and deep fried and crispy. That's why we do it, because you guys love it. We do it just for y'all. Anyways, first trailer of the day. Dealer's choice.
Can we see the shitty one first? The red's pretty
Oh,
good. I want to see the other
I
one.
know what you mean by the shitty one first. And this is going to be extra shitty because there's copyrighted music and it's going to have to be muted. So we're just going to have to watch it. And since it's going to be muted, we can just talk and laugh over it as it happens. And you know what, Sophie?
Just
I want to be honest about this. So I saw this trailer and showed it to Kreese. I want to see this movie. It looks terrible, but I actually want to see this movie. It might be funny.
And let's let the trailer run through, and then we can like talk about it. Like
Of course, Sophie, you did enter at a triggering time. You triggered it, quite honestly, because look what you've done. I will not have this talk in my show. I will not have the well done versus rare steak talk. All right, you guys can keep that over in the GCA. We ain't doing that shit here. Okay. moving on. This shit is muted. All right, let's go. Everybody.
Yo Pop.
She is indeed Yo Pop.
Dude, I want to see this movie. I want to fucking see this movie. It's gonna be funny.
Yo Pops has it right, exactly. John Cena is the real Asian in the movie. Chinese government approved. Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ebola says it's
worse. I
didn't mean to make it worse, but I felt like at least our voices would be better over I need a hero. Ugh.
Yeah.
I actually want to see it. I think it might be funny. Hey, come on.
White Man Rescue Station 1.
Hey, you get to see people chase after her and they want to do, they want to delete her. Well, I'm all for that shit. That's going to be funny.
You know what?
But did you see that invisible man trying to protect her though? Like, he was so invisible. So,
couldn't even see his ass. I will say though, Hollywood has made some progress because in the 90s we had a movie called The Bodyguard where Kevin Costner had to protect a black woman.
That's actually a good movie.
You know what? It is a great movie. But you know what? We've moved on to an Asian woman. So we're having proper representation in white saviors in Hollywood.
Listen.
Hey, for a second. Is that the movie that we got those leaks that John Cena was going to be in drag? Is that the movie he's going to be doing that in?
Oh no.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Oh no. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
wait, this is news to me. Are you saying that for the trailer we just watched for the movie Jackpot, that this is a movie that's going to be coming out soon, starring John Cena, and you're telling me something for the first time, which is
Yeah,
there were leaks that Cena's
le-
going to do a movie where he does drag.
Yeah, he's supposed to. He's literally in high heels and a skirt and fishnet stockings and a wig. So I don't know if it was this one or the one he did before this one, but I know that he's in a movie where he does drag.
Is that better
At
or
this
worse
point,
than
it's
being
starting to-
literally butt naked
it's
at the Oscars?
It's like at this point, like, you know, there's so much disgusting things that are going in Hollywood. I try to like avoid it all or whatever. Like, you know,
Well, really, the only people that actually got like hot and bothered, and I guess in a good way, was fucking Sophie and Ebola when they saw John Cena at the Oscars.
Well, there's no accounting for taste. No accounting for taste.
oh, she's gonna kill you later on. Yeah.
If she can reach.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's right.
she
I said it,
is
Sophie. You're short.
she is 5'0". She only comes up to my knees. She can probably
No,
kick my
she's 4'9",
shin. But...
actually. How dare you?
Look what she said. Look what Sophie just said. Shut your bitch ass up.
That's up.
I can hear her
She's
in
gonna-
fucking Discord right now. She's spamming it. She's
Yeah.
gonna spam that shit tonight.
She's like,
I'm just imagining The Rock, but as tall as Sophie, and I can't get it out of my head.
She's
Oh,
like,
we got an ankle biter here. Oh,
Yeah.
God bless it. Sophie, I just wanted to be known. I didn't start this, and I'm not a part of this. Okay.
you're the
so-
one that called her short first.
Well, you know what?
I mean,
She's gone now.
she
Look at
is
what
short.
you guys have done. She has to go teach
she is
children.
short.
Ugh.
Dude, she's so short that she has to have a booster seat when she's on camera in Discord.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. And again, moments.
I mean-
of Sophie is a red raccoon. She does attack indiscriminately. She chooses violence every time. Nobody is safe.
Yeah.
Everybody be catching strays.
Well, that's the reason
even
why
this
she's
liver.
the queen. That's the reason why she's the queen of the trash pandas in our Discord.
That's right. That's right. She got upgraded from Trash Panda to being the queen of them. God
Mhm.
bless her. Anyways, time for a trailer we can actually listen to.
Mhm.
This I
It
have
actually looks
never
really
heard
good.
of, but Phantom likes to throw a curveball here every now and again.
Mhm.
And this is a movie called The Red. Now, I guarantee you, if you have not heard of this movie or seen this trailer, you have absolutely no idea what is about to happen. I guarantee. I will bet you $1 trillion that you have no idea what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm all for this movie. It looks fucking good.
Okay. All right. Place your $1 trillion bets now. What do you think's going to happen? Don't worry, you're all wrong.
A fucking kangaroo.
It's a
Dude.
kangaroo, folks.
And it's nearly 8 foot tall. Mo likes that. He likes tall people.
We have. Oh god.
Oh,
God.
great.
I'll be honest with you. When I saw
It's kangaroo guys.
the dude, when I saw the thumbnail for this, I thought it was a zombie fucking kangaroo.
So,
It's not a zombie kangaroo. It's not.
So basically, this is Jaws on land again. Gotcha.
I mean, I agree. I agree with Mo, and I agree with you, Kreese. No lies detected. I mean, it's Australia, it's the outback, and what's going to kill you in the outback? It's obviously going to be an 8 foot tall, jacked kangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Let us continue.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
It might be. Wayfair again, great point. Cocaine Bear, but down under, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
my
I'm
my
getting
biggest
like
takeaway-
Jaws. Yeah, Jaws and
Yeah, that's Michael
Cocaine
Biehn.
Bear.
That was Michael Biehn.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was indeed Michael Biehn. But My biggest takeaway from this, and Yo Pops hit it right on the head. They're Australians with guns. I am completely taken out. I don't believe
That's
it.
true.
There's no way
That's
this can
true.
happen. They have too many guns, too many handguns as well. I just no.
Well,
I
it
mean,
is
I'll
the
watch it for the
outback.
fantasy that it is, just like Just Jake.
They are in the outback, and those guns are required. I mean, the cities they don't have them, but in the outback, people don't give a fuck.
I mean, it is a land full of thieves, man. That's what it was for. That's why all the bad people went.
So, okay,
it's a
both
continent
trailers.
and a new. Oh my gosh, Australia is a continent full of prisoners and their jailers. That's why their politics are so weird.
Okay, so thoughts on the trailers?
Jackpot, I can literally take or leave. The Red, obviously, I'm razzing it, but it does genuinely look like it would be an interesting slasher movie. Genuinely,
I mean, it'll be one of those movies where, like, if it's allegedly in Discord, I'll watch it with you guys or wherever. Like, it's one of those things, allegedly.
if it's allegedly in Discord.
Just wait. I hope we get that one episode where you can have that massive Lord of the Rings debate on,
Oh no! Can we not? Can we not bring this back for the second week in a row?
I have to say, when it comes to both of these movies, I want to see them because I think Jackpot's probably going to be funny.
Okay, you're going to do a solo review of that, homie.
Yeah, if it's allegedly mysteriously just pops on Discord, yeah. The Red, I mean, I like.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
I like movies like Jaws and Orca and where animals go crazy and they do all they attack people and stuff. I like those type of movies.
I agree.
I think. I mean, come on. This is an 8-foot tall fucking kangaroo that literally just goes out and kills people. I would love to know what set him off to do it.
I did. You know what? As do I. Cornboy's with you as well. Free Willy, I agree. Free Willy to do some murder.
Free Willy's a good movie.
And just really quick, I really do think he's a troll now. Do not mention this when the feds are watching. Okay? Not when the feds are watching. Allegedly. If we're done with trailer talk, real quick,
go ahead, Jake.
Before we get into our next topic, I just want to show that some before we get into some potentially uplifting talk, here is something else potentially uplifting to share with you guys.
Well,
there's a man out there with a chin that could cut glass. That man's name is Bruce Campbell, and that man has announced that they are going to create an animated series of The Evil Dead.
Fuck yeah,
baby!
Fuck yeah! I love the Evil Dead movies. I love Ash versus the Evil Dead. I've played the video games. I've read the comic books. Fuck yeah! Give us a fucking Bruce Campbell anime. Fuck
Absolutely.
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
Hail to the king, baby.
Hell to the king.
What about you, Chris? You ever a fan of Evil Dead or Bruce Campbell in general?
I watched one of the movies. I actually have one of the Evil Dead movies. Like I watch it every Halloween. So like when it gets spooky season. The one where he actually has the chainsaw on his hand already.
There's two of them. That's Army of Darkness.
I don't know, man. Come on, man. Like,
does he go back? Like, does he go back in time, or is he in a cabin the whole time? He goes back in time.
Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, somebody else knows what Burn Notice is. I liked him in Burn Notice as well.
Yeah.
That's a great show. If you haven't seen Burn Notice,
probably
television recommendation for the week. Go watch Burn Notice.
It's I mean, Bruce Campbell's done a lot of shows. I mean, he was on Hercules.
yeah.
He was on Xena. He had Briscoe County Jr., which was a good, underrated show that only lasted.
He was in the Raimi
a
films.
season.
He
Yeah,
was in every Sam Raimi film. Oh yeah.
he was. If nobody, here's a little trivia that he was supposed to be Mysterio.
He was when
That would have been awesome, by the way.
it would have been awesome if Sam Raimi was to continue and make Spider-Man 4 as he was planning.
Mhm.
You can see in the previs that
Oh, he would have had the
Way-
horror aspect in there, man.
Mhm. oh yeah,
Yes,
oh yeah,
Ebola.
oh, and I love Sam Raimi doing that. Yeah, the Kevin Sorbo Hercules indeed.
Mhm.
But for the opening scene in Spider-Man 4 was supposed to be Spider-Man, Peter Parker, played by Tobey Maguire, walking Mysterio in to a police station, and upon removing the helmet, it's Bruce Campbell. That would have been cool as
Yeah.
shit. I think that would have been awesome.
And I think the only thing I liked in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is Bruce Campbell's cameo. The
This
movie
cameo
was shit.
Great.
I mean, they did the whole thing where he was hitting himself, an homage to Evil Dead
Evil
2.
Dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, Bruce Campbell is he's an underappreciated actor.
I agree.
I mean,
Yeah.
the first movie I ever seen him in was Evil Dead 1.
Mhm.
And that was in theaters.
That was his first movie, right?
Yeah.
That was also Sam Raimi's directorial debut.
And I seen that as a kid. So, and it's like, there's trees do inappropriate things to females in that fucking movie.
Oh gosh, do they?
But I think, see, me being this kid and seeing that, just
Yeah.
I love those fucking movies. I mean, come on, what pop culture? Necto Friata. You know, when he's trying to read the fucking spells. When he's trying to read
Trying
the
to read
spells.
the Necronomicon.
Yeah. and you gotta think, because of Sam Raimi, the Necronomicon is like everywhere.
Mhm.
And we got that in HP Lovecraft is where
Yes.
we got the term. But
Got the
Raimi is the one that made the book famous.
Oh yeah.
He made it famous.
Oh yeah. Just because
So-
of that scene. Just
Yes.
because of that scene where he's
Mhm.
trying to, he's trying to recite the spells from the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, which is funny as fuck, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
God, I love man. When I saw Gary post this, I'm like, yeah, we gotta talk about this because
Absolutely.
he's going to come back as that. Now, granted, I've seen the 2 newer Evil Dead movies. I liked them.
Yeah, the 2011 Evil Dead,
Mhm.
the kind of
Mhm.
remake, that was actually kind of good. It
With
didn't
the
have any
female.
like comedy elements,
Yeah.
but it was good. It was
It
good.
was straight horror, and
Yes.
I had no issues that it was a female. I mean, Ash could be a male or female.
Absolutely. I mean, Ash is a character in Pokemon that is a boy but voiced by a woman. So, could be both.
Yeah,
No
can we
reason
not-
I brought that up, just wanted to say so. Anyways.
Yeah,
So,
and you
for
gotta
the
be a
rest of the
fucking.
show, go ahead.
You gotta be a fucking moron if you're gonna spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get the voice actors to come back. Just saying, fucking moron.
And you know
Fucking
what?
moron.
We need to end
Fucking
trailer time,
moron.
okay? Like,
Oh, don't worry.
All right,
Don't
no,
worry, I got
yeah,
you.
folks. So that's been trailer trash.
Jesus, man.
Yep. And you can see those trailers in theaters, as Phantom likes to say. So,
Theaters.
anyways, now that we've got the new stuff out of the way, Crease has
We're gonna
had
have
a
fun.
fantastic suggestion. Yes. We're just going to have
We're gonna
fun.
have fun.
We're just
So
gonna
there
talk
was a
about some
lot of
pop
news. A lot of news was breaking out in pop culture, and it was too much to put in a thumbnail, and for me, all these guys to remember. So we're just gonna break this down to segments. So for all you
Yes,
Marvel, DC fans, and Star Wars fans, you're getting breaking news right here, and we're all going to cover it. So we're going to start with the number one right now. We're going to talk about Marvel for a little bit. So
Let's go, baby.
we didn't get to talk about Captain African American and how we feel about that. Like, how you guys feel about Anthony Mackie being like, Captain African American, and do you believe that this is going to be making money or whatever? Because it's going to tie into the Deadpool and Wolverine thing. Like, so are you okay? Are you okay, Phantom?
So while Phantom recovers from this crippling migraine he's having, I'll say real quick before he goes off.
Oh, okay.
That using your term, Captain African American, I'll allow it because you said it, so I can say it now. The show Falcon and the Winter Soldier, in the last episode where he was in a suit that made it look like he weighed an extra 100 pounds for some reason, and his head looked way too small, and he gave like that chastising talking to like the mayor and the senators.
You need to do better, Senator.
Yeah, you need to do better. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that? He's not a social studies teacher. He's a freaking superhero, for crying out loud. I mean, I felt like it was the biggest wet fart of an ending that there could have been regarding that series. Now that Phantom has recovered, go off, King.
It's time for me to cook.
That's what happened to Phantom Westward. That's why he's going off. Here we go. Plug your ears, kids.
I have to say, it did not work in the fucking comic books. Bucky should have gotten the shield. Bucky should have became Captain fucking America. The Sam Wilson Captain America in the comic books failed. It failed. It was here. It was like a fart in the wind. It was here and it was gone. All right, this fucking. I don't care that they brought Harrison Ford in as the replacement for Thunderbolt Ross. I have no issue with it. Even though he's been in some shitty movies, I still love Harrison Ford. He's my childhood, right? Indiana Jones, Han Solo, whatever. The CGI face of the Red Hulk looks like somebody beat him with the ugly stick, pissed, and then shit on it and beat him again with it.
Oh my god.
It looks terrible.
I've seen PlayStation 2 graphics look better than that, by the way.
No, Atari graphics look better than that, to be real.
Damn. Oh man, we're going back.
And I remember, everybody, fucking Bucky's not even in this. He's not even going to be in this.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this the other night in Discord, and I'd like to hear Jake's opinion on this. So we know that they just had but we'll just say it. Deadpool's going to hit $1 billion.
Yeah.
Soon.
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
And
so on
the Nooner the other day, Chris Gore said that they're going to be taking Deadpool and Wolverine out of theaters before long. They're going to end the run early.
Why?
Don't know. But hopefully it'll hit $1 billion, because I know it has no drop off. It hasn't had a drop off.
Right. Yeah, it's been pretty consistent.
So we were talking about this the other night, and I was like, so this segues into our next subject. So we know, so there's been rumors going around that Kevin Feige has started from the top. It's with a pinch of salt, from the top to the bottom, and he's getting rid of the activists. Now, Hayden made a good point last night, saying that they're just putting them in other places in the company.
Oh, and real quick, man, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but that could also tie into why they want to pull Deadpool and Wolverine early, because there's been a lot of backlash because there were some, quote, anti-LGBT jokes in the movie, end quote.
Which is stupid.
which is
You got what you want. You got what you wanted, though. You got what you wanted, though. Like everything
so
is freaking gay.
it's fucking Deadpool. Wouldn't you be surprised there would be some gay jokes between him and Wolverine? Are you not surprised? That's how Deadpool is. If you look at the other Deadpool movies, when he's even talking about fucking Wolverine, it's a gay joke.
Of course. And Deadpool shits on literally everybody. And what else did you guys expect when Ryan Reynolds, who Deadpool, these movies are his babies, when he
They're
makes
his
the
babies, man.
credits say directed by one of the guys that killed John Wick's dog. I mean, come on. He's taking shots at everybody. That's the whole freaking point. But no, not to get too political, but apparently we have a protected class that can't be joked about in any way, shape, or form.
On that, like I'm just gonna say this because I like, especially shout out to the Kings of Pop Culture, because I've been talking about Kevin Feige like for years, saying like, listen, we gave you praise for the first 3 phases. Now you need to own up for phases 4 and 5. So like, if this is true, take it with a grain of salt. You know, we like, as much as we love Chris Gore, he doesn't know everything either. Like, you know, he can make mistakes too. However, like, if Kevin Feige did get rid of all these quote unquote activists or whatever, then that'll be good on him. Good job, Kevin Feige. But I'm also gonna agree with Hayden. Like, Kevin Feige's one of them woke people, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he was the people keep on forgetting he's the reason why we have the MCU. Because as soon as Endgame was ending, he literally said, like, during the Captain Marvel premiere or whatever, he was saying like, yeah, in phases 4, we're gonna like get 20. It's gonna be like 80% more female superheroes. People ignored it and everything. Like, people try to excuse him out of that. No. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it fair or whatever. He said that, and now look what happened. He made a mistake. Like, I can't stand it when people don't want to give Kevin Feige the blame on this or whatever. So, you know, if this is true, then good job, Kevin Feige or whatever.
So this is what I was talking about the other night. It's like, so we know Deadpool. It's going to be the diamond in the rough in how everything's going right now. And so I'm going to pose this question to you, Jake.
Okay.
How many movies should Marvel do in a row that are good before we start having faith in their movies again? Myself, I say at least 5.
Okay. So I'm going to answer this, and then I would like to hear Kreese potentially refute the comment on screen. So, because Marvel releases between 2 and 3 movies a year, I'm going to have to say it's going to have to be 5 to 6 movies. They're going to need at least 2 years of consistently good movies, and since they release 2 to 3 movies a year, I'm going to say like 5 movies. I'm going to say like 5. We're saying 4. Okay, 4 or 5, something like that. I think it's going to have to be at least 4. I would say 5 before, and they have to all be consistently good, like above 90% critic and viewer rating.
Something that's not event movies, not counting event movies,
right?
Whatever,
right? Exactly, and they can't be like, introduction, Avengers movie, and that's the good one. No, they all have to be good, and they can't just be tentpole movies. They just have to be good enough themselves.
So before Kreese goes, we have seen the leaked footage for the Fantastic Four movie.
Yes,
and it actually looked good. Galactus looked pretty decent. I mean, we didn't see the Silver Surfer, which, I'm hoping that what they're going to do is they're going to have it as Nova, because Galactus has had female heralds, and Nova was one of them.
Right.
Maybe this is after Norrin Radd has already left Galactus and he's using a female.
Right.
I wouldn't be mad with that.
and neither would I. The only way I would be upset is if they had the Herald of Galactus be female and straight up called her the Silver Surfer with no distinction. That would upset me. If they had,
she's NORAD.
yeah, that would be upsetting if they had a female Silver Surfer, but did not distinguish between the two. They made it seem like it was the same one.
As far as the Kevin Feige thing, like, I have to give him some credit because, like, you know, I mean, I put him, like, this is how I see the whole entire phases 1 through 3. There's a lot of people that put a lot of hard work, not just Kevin Feige, but the only reason why I say Kevin Feige is just he's just easier to remember or whatever. But, like, you know, you had like people like Kevin Feige, like Kevin Feige right there or whatever. You had Ike Perlmutter that was in charge of the marketing. You had like James Gunn with the visionary on like how to do things a little bit. Of course, you have Joss Whedon too doing his thing too. So there was a lot of people in phases 1 through 3. The reason why I just say we got to give Kevin Feige like phases 1 through 3 something, because like he was like there was things where like Ike Perlmutter was going to do. But like because he heard it from Kevin Feige or whatever, like what's it called? I know with Captain America, for instance, like the Civil War movie, that's all Kevin Feige's baby right there. Because like he told Ike Perlmutter, let's switch it up because he heard that, you know, Batman v Superman is going to be coming out. How about we do our version of that and have Captain America versus Iron Man? And like, you know, you saw, and it became $1 billion hit right there. Oh, of course, you got to thank the Russo brothers too. So, you know, there was a lot of people in phases 1 through 3 or whatever. Reason why I just say Kevin Feige or whatever is because, one, that's the first person that I could think of or whatever. But once again, but you saw what happened when they kicked out Perlmutter, when they kicked out Joss Whedon. When James Gunn, he left, but they basically kicked him off or whatever because of things that he said on the internet, rightfully so. So we gotta be fair or whatever. You know, the Russo brothers left or whatever for a while or everything, and you just saw what happened when Kevin Feige took over the whole entire ship. He was in charge of everything Marvel. The TV shows, the movies, the video games, the comic books,
toys,
the comic books, or whatever.
He was even in charge of the comics.
Yeah. He's fully in charge of everything. He's the editor and everything. He's the one that decides everything.
Everything.
So the buck stops with
everything
him.
Marvel. Literally.
Yeah, the book stops with him, and so that like because I knew like. Shout out to some of my friends on the other side. I love you guys. Love my Kings of Pop Culture. Yeah, some of them like believe that like I'm too hard on Kevin Feige. Yes, I got to be hard on him because guess what? If we gave you the praise in the last couple of phases, you got to get this like, you know, this criticism and everything. That's only fair. Like now, once again, if Kevin Feige somehow says like, okay, all right, we made a mistake. You know what it is? We're going to course correct. We're going to do what we need to do or whatever to get this problem done or whatever. Then once again, I'll be the first one to say, good job, Kevin Feige. Like, you know, and to give him his props, like X-Men 97, like that was a good product. Like I had no problems with it or whatever. I know with Spider-Man No Way Home, even though it's a Sony project, they said that Kevin Feige had a lot to do with that movie or whatever. Like, you know, like how to bring in the other Spider-Man in and like how to make that story. So you got to give him props on that. So, you know, I mean, we gotta be fair, man. Like we can't just like, you know, focus on the bad and not give people praise or whatever. So that's my rebuttal to that and everything. So that, you know,
Very good. And Mo, appreciate the comment because that elicited about 10 minutes of genuinely good information and allowed Chris to cook some, which I appreciate. Continuing on in our topic, I think this helps tie into it. James Norman says Feige still has overlords. Now,
Yep.
I assume by
Yeah.
overlords he means Disney, and there's been some news regarding not just Disney but also Lucasfilm as well. And
Yeah.
who would like to cook on that?
Yeah,
What was
we can
that? I
switch it
couldn't hear
around.
you.
So yeah, we can switch it around. Basically, our good old liver spotted demon herself, Kathleen Kennedy, says that she refuses. She's not going to take this L until she ain't leaving until she gets a win. So, news hindsight for all the people who said they're going to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy. She's not going anywhere because, you know, you see what happens with Star Wars.
Right.
It was so funny on film thread. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. They were talking about that whole shit with Kathleen Kennedy, and they were like pulling up people that were talking about that
Right.
because it was Chris Gore that mentioned it,
Right.
and they started showing the results about Kathleen Kennedy leaving, and they went in and found a whole bunch of Mike Zero shit. It was so fucking like. She's not going to leave. They will carry her out in a pine box because she will pass away in that chair. She will never give up that power. She will never give up that power.
Okay.
Okay. The only way that she would have to give that power up, they would have to go in there and fire her, and they're not going to fire her because she knows where the bodies are buried. She's got too much dirt on people. They're not going to get rid of her.
Okay.
It's one of the. I was gonna say this before you go, Jake. I'm saying like basically Kathleen Kennedy is like Negan off of The Walking Dead. I ain't leaving until I'm damn good and ready. Like.
So this is actually news to me because I saw a number of days ago when all the articles came out saying, I don't know if it was prefaced by saying rumor or insider who
it's
does want to be mentioned,
rumor
said that Kathleen Kennedy will be exiting or has made a timeline for her exit. You guys are telling me now that not only does that not seem like it's the case, but potentially, even if there is something like what Westward is saying, if Skeleton Crew comes out and it's a big win, she'd be able to retire on top. Even that might not be the case. As Phantom said, they're going to have to pull her dead body out of her chair. And are you guys both in agreement on that Kathleen Kennedy, regardless of what happens, is not leaving until effectively she chooses to, or she dies, God forbid another human being dies. But nevertheless, even if Skeleton Crew, even if the new Star Wars series, even if the new Star Wars movies, even if they're all bangers, you guys think she's staying?
Okay, so
She'll stay.
think this is just me or whatever. I think if the Rey movie does good, then she leaves. That's just me or whatever. Like, or if the Rey movie does bad, I think she still leaves regardless because that's her baby and everything. That Rey is her. Like, we all know this. Like, look at her. Like, she got the brunette hair. She's a white woman and everything. Come on. It's freaking Kathleen Kennedy. And you have to be a rocket scientist not to know that it is. Just like the same people that say, like, oh, I can't believe Homelander is an allegory to Trump. Come on, dog. Like, seriously? Like, come on, man. Like, use a brain. Like, so for me, I think she's waiting for waiting for the Rey movie. If it does, me personally, if it does good or bad, if it does good, then she leaves. If it does bad, I could see Bob Iger like literally having that talk with her and just say like, Kathleen, I get it and everything. Hey, you gave us a lot of money with the sequels or whatever, and we enjoy your services. But like, we're asking you they're not gonna fire her, but they'll ask her to step down. That's how I see it. With a big amount of money to like say like that black rat money, if you know what I'm talking about, like just to say like, hey, like listen, it's nothing against you. You just suck and everything. And and you're good at bringing coffee, but you're not good at being the producer. Like so you know, like that's how I see it. A lot of people disagree with me on that, and that's perfectly fine. But sooner or later, like BlackRock and Bob Iger are looking at their legacy, especially Bob Iger. He's looking at the legacy of, okay, Kathleen, it's no offense, this was your baby, but you didn't bring us any money or whatever. I have to let you go and everything. It's not my call, it's the powers to be. So, you know.
Okay.
So
it sounds like we have some. I'm sorry, Phantom. I didn't mean to cut you off, but we have some division here, and tying into what your opinion is on this, Phantom. Cornboy brings up that having potentially dirt on Steven Spielberg and referencing Poltergeist, there was definitely some behind-the-scenes issues when Poltergeist was being made. That could be a skeleton in the closet. Phantom.
Probably so.
Now, there's something else. I disagree with that little last bit of Chris said. She has not produced nothing since the Rise of Skywalker that's made money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. And
well,
it's like this. What each three?
The sequel trilogies were profitable, though. So
yeah,
that's what I'm just getting
right?
at.
But
yeah,
you got to look at Indiana Jones failed, Ahsoka failed, The Mandalorian has technically failed, the Acolyte, fucking a dumpster fire. They're not selling video. The recent video games that came out are horrible. They the TV shows are not profitable, and they're literal. I mean, look at Willow. Look at Willow. More people watched Willow,
and they
got fucking erased from history off of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
More people watched Willow than the Acolyte, and the Acolyte is still on there.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. She's gonna be there, and she's gonna be there until somebody walks in there, and they gonna see her in the chair like.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna fucking be.
I like, to a certain extent, like I can see that too happening. Like that's a most likely scenario will happen. But like, you know, I'm also thinking like on a business side too, or wherever. Like, you know, she probably is already taught with Bob Iger already about the Rey movie or whatever. And like they might. This is just me. I think they might have already agreed. Like if it fails, we're asking you to step down regardless or whatever, and you know you're gonna get paid handsomely. Like, you know, like you're stepping down. We're not firing. She's not being fired. She's just stepping down because of old age or whatever.
Right.
Or let's just say the Rey
part ways.
Yeah. Or if the Rey movie does good or whatever, then she'll like literally step down and just say like, okay, I got my win. Like, there you go. Screw you, George. Basically, that's how she's that type of person, I think.
Now, there could be another factor that could make her step away, and leave. It's kind of what's going to happen in the Gina Carano case.
That too.
We're
about
getting
that.
Discovery. We're getting Discovery.
Interesting.
So if shit comes out in Discovery, they'll throw her under the bus in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
To protect Disney, they will throw Kathleen Kennedy and everybody underneath her, under the bus.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll throw her under the bus.
I fucking believe it.
And once again, Phantom, on to that, I'll say this. That's when they'll ask her to step down and everything. They're not going to say fire and everything, because fire is like, oh, man, that means the fans won. Like, they're going to ask her to step down and she gets to... Yeah, she'll retire or whatever. Like, she'll retire or step down. It's going to be one of those things. Like, if, let's just say our girl Gina gets that Discovery, and like they settle, and Kathleen Kennedy has to apologize to the fans just to, like, you know, ease the tension of like getting all the money that Gina rightfully deserves or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll ask her like, Kathleen, you know what you got to do. All right, I'm out.
You
whatever. Like, you guys win.
You
Okay.
you got to commit Sudoku, and she
Yeah.
will do
Gotta
it.
do Sudoku.
Yeah, she will
Okay.
do it. She will do
Okay.
it
Yeah.
because it's
It's bigger than
pull
her.
up pull up Wayfair's recent
I,
comment.
I was just about to do so. I was just about to say, if you guys want to cook a little bit more on this, we have a couple of things here. Ebola saying that if the Ray movie is a win, maybe she'll think that she still has it and fights to stay more. And Wayfair brings up another good point, which you guys might have some insight on. Do you guys think that the Gina Carano trial and Kathleen Kennedy's quote exit end quote happening around the same time, do you guys think that is coincidental or what?
I think so.
Also,
Because
Okay.
I'm sorry
so
for interrupting,
to
but
answer-
ABF,
No.
What is this?
So let's answer.
this,
Let's
ABF?
answer.
you gifted
Let's
50
answer-
subs. Look at you. Thanks for
Appreciate it,
typing
brother.
that out.
Um,
Go ahead, guys.
let's answer Ebola's question first, and then we come to we go to Wayfair. So for Ebola, like I think she knows that she sucks. However, I think she knows she does, but she's one of those people of like I'm not gonna give up until I get that win. She probably I guarantee you she's probably one of them people that reads a lot of motivational books every single morning, to get her day
Yeah,
up and get her.
dude, she's that type of person that thinks her shit don't stink.
Yeah.
That's the type of person she is.
Right.
Because she wants that speech. She wants that speech at the end. She's that type of person of yeah, we failed, and we failed, and we failed. But guess what? If you keep on fighting and if you keep on believing, the force will be with you. We got that. I guarantee you, something along those lines. That's how she'll probably say it on her exit speech and everything.
Well,
if the Ray movie does good.
My goodness, Kreese, given what you just said, if you were a woman, I would think you were Kamala Harris for a second.
Jake, can you somebody
Again.
somebody in the chat likes to know what we're talking about. Can you give a brief recap?
Oh my gosh, Blair. Well, we are currently with heaps of salt talking about the various quote leaks end quote and rumors surrounding all things Marvel, Disney, and soon to be DC regarding their entertainment. Currently, we are talking about Star Wars, specifically Kathleen Kennedy's potential exit, which seems to be a rumor that might not be the case, and also the Gina Carano lawsuit that's happening. And we're postulating whether or not the time, the Gina Carano lawsuit moving forward into Discovery, and then these rumors of Kathleen Kennedy exiting. It seems to me that maybe those rumors were placed in industry magazines to kind of get a read, get a temperature on public perception and how people feel regarding Disney.
Everybody wants her to go.
And just again, I just want to point out, I really want to thank ABF for giving us 50 fake memberships. Ebola pointed out right 50! Away. 50 imaginary memberships. 50! Corn Boy keeping the dream alive, saying that he was gifted a sub. You know what? You were gifted a sub in your heart, Corn Boy, and I appreciate that very much. And you know
appreciate it, brother.
I'm going to hold you to it. Next time this message pops up, it better be because we're monetized, okay? So don't play me for a fool again. I saw it. I know you didn't actually do it, but I appreciate the membership.
Appreciate it, man.
No, it's not 50 real memberships. The walls are closing in. I'm getting very anxious. I'm so tired. Anyways.
Yeah. Now let's answer Wayfair. Let's answer Wayfair's question.
Can I say one more thing before we get that?
Yeah.
How hard do you think Kathleen's going to fight if they pull her up on the stand? How hard do you think she's going to fight that?
Oh, you mean if this case going forward not only continues all the way through Discovery, but gets to an actual trial and Kathleen Kennedy is called up?
Mm-hmm.
Her
and Pedro.
by fight, do you mean like defend
Deny?
themselves? And what is yeah?
to
Yeah,
stay
what
off
is
the
it?
to stay off the stand. How hard are they going to fight not to get on that stand and testify?
They have no
Oh my
choice.
God.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, exactly. If it goes to trial and Carano's team decides to call them to the stand, they basically have no choice. And you better believe it, Bob
'Cause if
Iger
it-
and the board members are going to be shitting themselves if it ever comes to that.
I hope it's
Yeah,
televised.
because like they,
I hope it's televised so we can watch
not
it.
gonna
And
be
we can fucking talk
it
about it.
won't be televised. That's gonna be behind closed doors, and like but yeah, like if it goes to trial or whatever, then like Kathleen Kennedy has no choice, and Pedro Pascal has no choice. If they do, they're gonna have to be in a contempt of court and everything. Like so,
Okay.
I
So-
guarantee you, they're gonna be pleading the fifth the whole fucking
Mhm.
time.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why what
yeah,
they'll
and
do.
then they're gonna get you know
They'll
what?
get
If I'm
roasted for that.
honestly, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Just to answer Wayfair's question, like if I
Yes,
if I was
please.
keeping it a actual buck, if I'm Disney, I might as well just throw the trial because like it's better to just plead the fifth and then like because that's what they're gonna
Oh.
do and everything.
Oh.
It's like they probably just say like, listen, we don't even want to be here or whatever. Like our reputation is on the line. So like they're probably just gonna tell Kathleen Kennedy like just give out your thing or whatever on why you let her go or whatever, and like you said, fam, fall on that sword. Like you say nothing. Like
Yeah, that's
it's
very interesting. That's
Well,
interesting. There's
it's the corn-
I was just about to address Corn Boy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Westward does bring up a good point. The fifth does not apply in a civil trial. That's a federal trial.
Yeah.
If you're in a federal
Oh.
trial, that applies. So if it's a civil trial, or excuse me, a criminal trial, that applies. That doesn't count in a civil trial.
I'll-
So there still is the potential that they would they would throw the case, if you will, if Gina Carano really she doesn't want a settlement, she wants this to go to court. They could basically just throw the case, and the only extra money that would be spent is extra money on lawyers because of the time. But
Yeah.
like Fandom's point out, Cornboy brings up a good point. What if Gina's
Yeah.
only settlement demand is the firing of Kathleen Kennedy? In my opinion,
That's
I
never
think
gonna
it's
happen.
I think it's bigger than that now.
Hmm.
I think it's more
Yeah.
than just the firing of Kathleen Kennedy. It's way more than that now, especially because there are
Nah.
other people that have been affected in similar
Yeah.
ways that Gina has, and it would set case law for other civil trials for other people who have experienced what she has.
yeah.
Now,
So
my opinion on this is that when it goes to trial and when it goes bad, that's the moment that they could throw Kathleen. She's going to
Yeah.
pass the buck that it was this person that did this, it was this person, it was that
she
person.
looks like
She's
the
not
type of
gonna
person
take
to do it. Like,
responsibility. She's not going
Yeah.
to take responsibility for it. But the main thing is, what is Disney going to do the moment that they have to give them everything they asked for?
Yes.
Every fucking thing. They can't redact it. They cannot hide it. They can't cover it up. And if they
'Cause if
cover
they
it up, that goes
do-
federal. That'd be federal.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
that's evidence tampering.
Mhm.
yeah,
And I hope and I pray and I think this is what's going to happen when Gina gets all that shit. Guess where it's going to go? It's
Twitter.
going to go to it's going to go to Elon, and it's going to be all over Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
And I believe that I don't think Gina will settle because she's gone too far with this. And she
Yeah.
actually got a leg up when the judge denied Disney's did not do the trial.
Right. Throughout the request.
She's got
Yeah.
this. She's got this.
Mhm.
I mean,
yeah.
because I guarantee that there's somewhere.
It's blatant discrimination. It's blatant discrimination. Like
Yeah,
they can't hide
it
it.
is.
Like
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
the laws that Disney and the movie studios had fucking California to put on the paper on the books.
On the books.
And
Yeah.
Gina's like, well, you motherfuckers, guess what? You
Mhm.
you
I'm gonna
got
beat
these
you at your own
got
game.
these bills. Guess what? I can play
I'm-
this.
Yeah.
I'm turning this shit on you bitches. And you know what? I guarantee you, after this trial is over with, they'll revoke those laws. If Gina wins, they will get rid of those laws. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Wow, that's a big call. And Cornboy again brings up another salient point. That's what they got Alex Jones for. It was allegedly not complying with discovery laws. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a consensus that we all agree on. Blur is Disney is just not making good stuff anymore.
Yeah. And it's like I said before we move on to DC, like it's like I said, like, you know, Bob Iger is looking at his legacy. He's looking at like I would not be surprised if like they asked Bob Iger to get on the stand too or whatever, and he's gonna he gonna throw Kathleen.
Whoever they call. And the one thing I want to see out of that paperwork is whose bright idea was it to force Gina to be on that Zoom call with all those activists?
Oh,
that's
God.
what I want to see.
You know who they're gonna try to blame is Chapek and everything. They're gonna probably blame Bob Chapek.
Well, he was a scapegoat.
That's such a great point.
Yeah.
That's such a great point because the events that happened with Gina Carano coincided very well with when Chapek was CEO and right after he was CEO. So they can say, if it does go to trial, they can say all they want that it was Chapek's fault. But I think that's why this discovery is so important. And you better believe Disney.
You want to know what's the funny part? Like, Chapek already knew that. Like, the thing is, we all know that Bob Iger is a Sith. But I love the fact that Chapek out-Sith the actual Sith, because now, like, he just said, like, okay, if I'm taking the blame for something, I'm going to make sure everything that you do when you come back is ass and everything. Screw you, Bob. I'm out and everything. Like, now he can't say that because he's under contract or whatever, but, because people don't understand, like, Bob Chapek was the scapegoat for Bob Iger's failures and everything. Like, a lot of people ignore that part. Yeah. Because he was going to be the champion of I'm going to save Disney. I'm going to bring it back on a white horse and everything. Like, yeah, bro. Like, nah, it ain't happening, dog. You have inherited a debt that you inherited the debt. You inherited double your own debt that you made because all you did was just buy things. That's all you did. You didn't do anything. You didn't create the MCU. You didn't do anything. You just bought Star Wars. You didn't, look what that's a bad investment or whatever. You bought Fox. You're not even doing anything with your properties or whatever. So you've been wasting everybody's time. Look at the Pixar stuff. Look at Disney animation is in the gutter or whatever. Like, Bob Iger, you're a failure.
And one movie doesn't make a success. One movie does not make a success. And we do know that Inside Out 2 made $1 billion. Made $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how Illumination is just Illumination is just laughing at Disney right now.
How many movies?
I mean, how many movies how many $1 billion movies have Disney had in the last maybe 8 years? Goose egg. 0. Zilch.
In the past 8 years?
Yes.
Why are we speaking just specifically like Disney and Disney Animation, or are we also including Marvel and Lucasfilm?
Everything under the Disney umbrella.
Well, 8 years. That goes back to 2016, dude.
Well, I mean, after.
Are you talking about after Endgame?
After No Way Home. After No Way Home.
So basically 2020 onward.
Yeah. 0. Deadpool's a Fox film. That's
right.
It's
No Way Home is a
Sony.
Is a
so
Sony.
That don't even count. So that don't even count.
Yeah.
Right. That. Okay.
If you think
so Endgame was their last one.
Yeah. And also, you gotta look at this: the last $1 billion movie that we've had, other than Deadpool, is Barbie and Oppenheimer. Barbie
That was
and
last summer.
Oppenheimer,
That was last summer. Over
and
a
they're
year.
not
Yeah.
Disney.
And that's
And they're not Disney.
No.
that was Warner Brothers. And
Mhm.
speaking of
And-
Warner
and-
Brothers, since we're here,
Oh no, we got one
By
more
all
thing to
means.
talk about. We got one more thing. Marvel, Jonathan
Oh, yeah.
Majors.
Oh goodness.
oh yeah, I forgot about Jonathan Majors.
Okay, so Jonathan Majors was interviewed on the street by TMZ, and he all
Oh, this will be quick.
heartbroken. He all heartbroken because he's not gonna be Kang the Conqueror,
Well,
And
maybe
then
he
he
shouldn't have laid his hands on other women.
and he tried to
1-800
compare himself.
1-800 smack a snow bunny.
Dude, he tried to compare himself to Robert
to
Downey
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
and
come on.
Ezra Miller. Dude,
No.
you're on the same sicko side as Ezra Miller. Don't compare yourself to Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, don't compare yourself to Robert Downey Jr., who in his combined work, Marvel has probably made them attributed to making
To the
Marvel
success.
like $20 billion. You know,
That's a-
come on, dude. You were in one episode of a TV show that people kind of liked.
I'll be
Oh.
honest with you. Did you ever see the show he was in about Cthulhu?
I thought that show was actually kind of good.
It was decent. I liked it.
I liked
But-
him in Creed 3. I thought he was good
Yeah.
in Creed
I liked him in Creed 3. Creed
Yeah.
3, he was just
Now-
playing himself.
3. Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so
yeah,
I got a chance.
That's the thing. He fucked up real bad by laying hands on a woman. You
Mhm.
can't. Again, this is something that I'm sure all of our fathers have said at some point in time, or some father figure, or just a male in our lives. It doesn't matter how much a woman hits you. You can't hit them back unless they got a gun or a knife. You can't hit them back. You just can't. Okay.
You
So,
can't.
Jonathan Majors, sir, I'm sorry. You fucked up. Period.
So I got a chance to watch Loki season 1. God awful.
Okay. Yep.
And when they introduced him at the end of the movie, I'm like, this motherfucker is gonna be Kang.
Mhm.
And
He
so
was.
so then we had
He was the king.
Matt it was
He was
the
Kang.
fucking
was the
Ant-Man
number 3.
Quantumania, which was fucking retarded. And
He got beaten up by ants.
but I did
Oh, what
get
a way
a
to
cool
go.
meme out of that. I got a cool meme out of that where he's like screaming, using his energy blast, and I made it out MCU fan towards
Oh,
Chris
come on.
Nova. I'll show
Yeah.
you that in Discord, Jake. It's funny as shit.
Talk about a character that'll never die now. My
I'm
goodness.
sorry,
So,
dude. Like Jonathan Majors messed up, dude, pretty bad. He was the guy at that time. He literally had it all.
Yeah.
Like as Dr. Octopus had the sun in the palm of his hand, bro.
Yeah.
But he let his emotions
He
get
had the
up,
keys to the
get
kingdom.
in front of him.
Yeah.
Literally had the keys. to
And
the
you know,
He did. The past 3 years, or the previous 3 years, he was the golden boy. He was crowned by Hollywood to be the next
Mhm.
big thing, and he fucked up.
yeah,
But also you gotta look. You also gotta look at it this way. Marvel did not fire him on the spot when that shit came down. They waited until after he was convicted.
Which is-
after he was
Which is
convicted.
what they should always do. Which is what should always
Unlike
happen.
unlike other
Johnny
fucking
Depp.
actors that do
Yeah.
Johnny Depp. Yeah,
And-
Johnny
and
Depp
we
is
know
a
what happened
prime
there.
example.
Yeah, we know
he
what
was
happened there
found
because
innocent.
Disney
he was the
has
wrong.
been
Johnny Depp was the wrong pigment of the skin. That's why.
Yeah, and we know how that turned out for Disney. Also, they want Johnny Depp back bad for another Pirates of the Caribbean, and that ain't
Dude, they're
not
on.
happening.
I keep on hearing that they're offering him like 80 to like 100 to like 200,
Yeah.
like to come
Yeah.
back, bro, for that
Well,
sixth
what
movie or whatever.
What was
Stupid amount
Hey,
of
what
money
was-
because they know that a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie would be an absolute just bunker buster at
$billion-dollar
the box
movie.
office. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's
Well,
why they
what
want
was-
it. That's why they want
what-
him back because they want to make a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. They don't care if it's like the fourth one where he had an earpiece in and someone was feeding his lines. They just want Depp on screen as Jack Sparrow so that they can get some fucking money for once.
So what did he say in the trial that Disney would have to pay him was $1 billion and like 300 alpacas for him to even fucking come back?
He said that he would require for one movie, and Westward Smile got it almost immediately. He would require $100 million and 1,001 alpacas. And
So
I
I
wouldn't be
agree.
surprised if they actually do it.
The 1,001 alpacas might be difficult, but
Oh,
they're gonna
I
be like,
agree
"Hey,
with
we're
just
flying you
KK.
to Peru to see the alpacas," and he's like, "No, I want them in Beverly Hills." And
I
then,
want them in Beverly Hills. In Beverly
I agree
Hills?
with this.
Yes.
I agree with this 100%. I agree.
Absolutely, there is no
There-
pirates of that.
there-
There.
No, come on. Johnny Depp is Jack Sparrow.
Yes,
He is Jack Sparrow.
They
Like,
literally
he- like-
took it. They literally took his character and added it to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like it used to be the Treasure Island place in Disney World, and then they turned Treasure Island into Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever. Like because like it made those movies made money for them, so you know because everybody
Absolutely.
knows that Pirates of the Caribbean was supposed to be a one-off or whatever, but you know
yes, it was.
You know,
but it
Disney-
made way-
it made like a whole bunch of money, and they said like,
Didn't all the movies?
so we're gonna
didn't all the
rewrite this. We're
movies
gonna make this a
billion?
franchise. Huh?
Didn't all the movies successfully together made $1 billion? A little over $1 billion.
Something like that, because like the first three did good in the domestic and overseas, but like the number 4 and number 5 they didn't do so hot in the theaters in the US, but they did good around the world. So you know that's why
So
they
if
wanted to make a
anybody-
number 6 one.
If anybody in our chat can look that up, let us know about that. I'm curious because I know it.
Yeah.
The first 3 made a shit ton
Yeah.
of money,
the first 3
Yeah.
broke, probably adjusted for inflation.
and I
First
think
3
and I
definitely
think
broke
the
$1 billion.
fifth one. I think the fifth one made money. I think the On Stranger Ties didn't do that well, but I mean,
Yeah.
I know the fifth one did better.
Yeah,
The fourth one barely made it because like once again it was the overseas people, like people in the UK
Right.
like the Pirates of the Caribbean, Japan,
Mhm.
Asia, like the African markets, they like those type of movies or whatever. So
Okay, so
Okay.
there we go.
Pirates
That's
one
pretty damn
made,
good. What was the
$654 million.
budget? What was the budget though?
I think the budget was like only like 50 million, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so we're close here. All 5 made a
Yeah.
combined $4.5 billion. So that's pretty close to $1 billion each. Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Cornboy on top of things. Dead Man's Chest made 423. World's
Yeah.
End made 309. Pirates 2
Yeah.
made 106. Curse of the Black Pearl 305. So it seems like all 5 adjusted for inflation. Again, about $4.5 billion.
Yeah.
That's good.
Not
That's
bad.
good. That's a successful
bad.
franchise.
Oh no, that's
a
really good.
yeah.
Yeah, and look what
Because
they
they know
fucking
Johnny
did.
Depp is that dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny
That's
Depp
why
is the
people
dude.
wouldn't have seen it. That's the reason why people
Yeah.
wouldn't have seen it, and that's the reason why people were pissed off after the second movie because Jack died, and he had to come up like, "Come watch the movie. You'll like the last movie." And
Right.
that's the reason why he was on the promotions. They thought they killed off Jack Sparrow for good.
And
Before-
Javier Bardem
before
was
we
hot at the
transi-
time.
Before we transition, like because we're going to transition right after this or whatever. Balboa
You can,
was
I'm
the
not. I'm
original
keeping my
post.
dick.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Phantom. Like, we're transitioning to DC, bro. Like, Jesus Christ.
Let the man go, Phantom. Phantom, you're going in timeout. If you speak out of turn in the next 5 minutes, you're going in timeout, okay?
Jesus Christ,
do it.
man. Like,
I'll do it. I'm hovering over the button. Let Kreese go, man. Come on.
I was gonna say Balboa was the original post-credit scene before like Marvel did it. So let's go. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys are fucking idiots. Anyway, let's talk about DC news and like in this bad boy. What do you guys feel about how you guys feel about this God damn it. This rumor saying that Darkseid is going to be in the movie. That's going to be in the movie from Chris Gore or whatever.
So did Chris Gore say, like, he has it from a reliable source that Darkseid definitively is going to be there? Or did Chris Gore say, I heard a rumor that he might be there? Because Chris Gore...
You said he heard a rumor.
Okay.
He's usually
Chris
never
Gore's
wrong.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I was going to say that Chris Gore is usually pretty good at saying, I heard this from a reliable source, but it's a rumor, or this is just a rumor. He very rarely comes out and says, this is absolutely going to happen, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So he's very careful with what he says, and I appreciate that. Wayfair brings up a good point. Who else is going to be the big baddie for DC if not Darkseid? You guys are more comics people than I am.
Darkseid is more of like a Thanos level threat or whatever, and he's stronger he's stronger than Thanos with the glove. Yeah,
he's a Justice League level threat.
So,
if they would do like Thanos, like a post credit scene, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But make him is like, we are hoping and praying it's going to be Brainiac Brainiac is more of a first villain for Superman to go against.
Yeah.
Then it could be Zod later on.
Okay.
But having Darkseid come out as the first to go against Superman is fucking retarded.
It's stupid. However.
Yeah, that was going to be the question that I was going to posit to you guys. Because I know you guys kind of have differing opinions regarding James Gunn and DC. Kreese, I know that you have not blind faith, but some faith that James Gunn will be able to do DC well. Phantom, I know you're not as much about that. You're not as trusting, but both of you have the same opinion, which is they need to do intro movies for each of the main heroes before going to Justice League and thus going to a large scale threat. Someone like Darkseid, if Darkseid, to use your analogy, Kreese, if Darkseid is a Thanos level threat, Marvel spent over 20 movies getting to Thanos before Thanos was the main threat in the movie, not just the after credit scenes. So how do you guys feel about that?
So if they do fucking Darkseid now, we're gonna have a Snyderverse all over again. Where you're gonna go from Superman to Justice League in just 3 movies. Bullshit again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to give us. Now, Ripa said this on a stream, and people have been giving him hell about this. There are certain superhero movies, certain superheroes we don't need the fucking origin all the time for.
Right.
Superman,
like we don't need Spider-Mans anymore.
Yeah, well, they didn't do a Spider-Man origin for the most recent. Thank God.
Thank goodness.
Now, like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the Holy Trinity. They don't need to do origins for them because we fucking know who they are. We know their origins.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Aquaman, he got a good origin. I mean, Jason Momoa's Aquaman. I love the first movie. The second one, not so much.
I agree.
Give us a good Flash.
Jason Momoa.
Give me a good Flash movie. Hey, give me the dude that was Barry Allen on the TV show
Mhm.
Yeah.
as the Flash.
I know he's a big fan choice. So seems like
Grant
you guys,
Gustin. Grant
you guys
Gustin.
are definitely against Darkseid being like the first villain out
He'll be
the
dumb.
gate.
He'll be dumb.
I don't. So Wayfarer mentions, was there a Lex Luthor cast? I don't know if there was.
Yes.
Priest fandom. I don't know
Nicholas
if you guys.
Hoult. Yeah. Nicholas
Okay,
Hoult
so
is
like-
Lex Luthor.
Okay, so Lex Luthor has been cast. Do you guys
Yeah.
feel that if you guys were producers, would you guys feel that Lex Luthor would be a good first villain?
No, let it build up. Let it build up. Build like a Loki type deal.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
So for me,
I'm
I'm gonna let him go.
For me,
Go.
is you let Luthor be the good guy. Let Luthor be the billionaire. You know, the guy that rebuilds Gotham. Metropolis.
Metropolis.
He's the guy. He's the guy that's on the front side. He's doing all these good deeds and stuff. But then on the opposite side, where he's behind closed doors, he's doing all the bad stuff. Make it like it was in the animated series. And Chris, you can't agree with me on this. In the animated series, Luthor had two sides to him. He has public support, and then he has private one. That's how Luthor should be portrayed. He shouldn't be the bad guy. We already know he's a bad guy. Give us somebody that Superman has not faced on film at all. Brainiac is a good choice as a first villain. Brainiac
I'm gonna
would
say
be a good choice.
Okay,
I'll
Priest
say
go.
this.
Priest counter.
I'll say this. Like, I mean, I don't mind Lex Luthor being in there, but like, I don't want him to be the main villain. Like, he can be a villain, but not be the main villain. Sort of like,
Loki.
for instance, for instance, for me, like, he could be sort of like the Scarecrow of this universe. With Nolan or whatever, like, we saw like, we saw Scarecrow being all three of the movies or whatever, but like, he did his little thing, but like, he kind of stayed in the background or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and let the other main villains cook or whatever. So like, Lex Luthor, well, we already know where this is going to go anyway. He's going to run for president. We already know this is going to happen or whatever. Like, like, come on, like, we have to have the Trump allegory. Like, it has to happen and everything. It's just part of the thing or whatever. But definitely, as far as the casting wise, I actually like pretty much everybody in the Superman legacy or the Superman movie, whatever this movie's called or whatever. Like, they actually got it. Pretty much everybody looks like who they're supposed to be, except for Perry White. But whatever, you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, I personally think James Gunn can do it or whatever. If there's one person that can like turn DC around, I think James Gunn can do it or whatever. It's just that the thing about James Gunn is his weakness is himself, or whatever, because he has to make because the thing is because he is a fan of superheroes. That's the problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a double-edged sword when you're a fan of what you love and everything, because sometimes you can blindly just like put out stuff or whatever.
Right.
Since this is Superman, it's not like a Peacemaker. It's not like the Suicide Squad. It's not like Guardians of the Galaxy. We're talking about the granddaddy of Marvel and DC. Like, without Superman, you don't have none of those or whatever. So,
he is the top three.
Yeah.
He's the whole. He's a He's one of the founding members of the Justice League. He is part of the Holy Trinity with Wonder Woman and Batman. He's technically not the first superhero because there were superheroes before him. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm talking about main people, when they think superheroes, they think Superman.
See, you guys know how I feel about this movie. And one of the rumors that is still out there that they're going to be doing this whole where the super suit is going to be in his fucking DNA like that fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I'm proven wrong, I'm gonna go buy that. And if they're gonna do this Sailor Superman shit, and they do it in that fucking movie, the movie is going to be trash. I don't like the costume. I don't like the Guy Gardner costume. I don't like the costume for fucking Hawk Girl. They're gonna have Ultraman in there, who is a villain, who is the leader of the crime syndicate. He's not even supposed to be on that fucking earth, and he doesn't work for the government. So James Gunn is already breaking the lore there.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'll give it a chance. But my thing is, I'm more worried about Batman than Superman.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about.
We already came to the agreement. We already came to the agreement. If, like, I'm letting everybody know right now, if the Batman product sucks, this universe is dead. It's done. You can put all the rest of the movies out there. If Batman doesn't do good, then James, you're done. Like, you're just putting out movies. Like,
Batman is DC. Batman is Warner Brothers. Because if you ever look at the stuff, especially if you got a picture of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, who's up front? It's always fucking Batman. Wonder Woman, Superman over his shoulders. Well, Justice League, the Justice League Unlimited. Who is right in the front? Fucking Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. Yeah. Batman has made more money for DC than any other of their comic book characters.
Okay.
Batman has had more movies made about him than Superman and Wonder Woman. Yeah, we had the Christopher Reeve movies, granted. Batman has had more movies. Wonder Woman has had 2 movies, which one failed. One was good, one wasn't. She had her TV show. But when you talk to a comic book fan, what is your favorite comic book? Nightfall. The introduction of Bane, and where Bane breaks the bat. Death of Superman is like a good second.
Yeah.
To me, I'm a Batman fan. Okay. Chris, you've seen my stuff. Jake, you've seen my Batman stuff. I love Batman. Batman symbol right here on my shoulder, right here.
I think everybody loves Batman. Most people love Batman. I'm not gonna say everybody likes Batman, but most people like Batman.
I agree.
If James Gunn fucks over Batman, I'm with Chris. This universe it's DOA.
It's over.
It's DOA.
I'll be the first one to tell you.
Okay.
You're just putting out movies after that. You're just putting out movies and TV shows and just hoping that it sticks. Like
it'll be the Snyderverse all over again. And trust and believe James Gunn, you'll catch hell, especially for me and Grease, because we're Batman fans.
Okay.
It's like, and James, I want James to be successful. So,
Guardians of the Galaxy movies. The Guardians of the Galaxy movies. He took a lesser known fucking team and put them into the stratosphere.
Yep.
He actually created fucking Peacemaker for the Suicide Squad movie and made a pretty fucking good TV show out of it. Mm-hmm. James, I am pleading to you. Don't fuck up Batman. Just don't. Please don't.
And Superman.
Superman. Indeed.
Yes.
Well, Well, guys.
Let's go to wrap it up, man.
You guys both seem to be in agreement on some things. You guys seem to differ in opinions on others. Certainly, as me kind of being like the representative of the uninitiated crowd. Well, I guess I was trying to moderate a little bit, but I was more so just trying to absorb information and let you guys cook, because you guys know way more than this. Real quick, as we're wrapping up, just to tie in that something Phantom brought up regarding Marvel movies, Weirun is mentioning how DC has had too many poor movies. They don't have time to sit around and make, 10, 20 movies before getting to the good stuff. Real quick, for each of you, how many movies do you guys think they meet like the maximum amount of movies that they have to make. Of course, they would have to be good, but the maximum amount of movies that they have to make before getting to Justice League.
Do you
At
want me to
least
go
5.
first, or do you want to go first?
I'd say 5 or 6, but they gotta be origins, and it's gotta be. See, this is their big issue that they had. They didn't take the time. They went from Man of Steel to Justice League in 3 movies. That's not how you do it.
Okay.
That's not how you do it. You gotta at least do the Holy Trinity first: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Then you gotta do Aquaman. Then you gotta do Green Lantern. You just can't throw them all in one movie, because I mean, in Superman we're getting fucking Hawk Girl and Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. You just can't do that. It's gotta be solo films.
Okay, I got you. What about you, Chris?
Then and well, let me finish right. So you gotta do like they started off with Iron Man, and it took a long time, but DC can condense it better by doing the core members of the Justice League. You might do maybe like introduce them like at the end of the movies, like post credits, but they can like pop in and say, okay, Superman, and there here comes Batman, and then like so forth and so on. But it's got to be at least, I say 5 or 6 movies at the most.
Okay. What about you, Chris? How many do you think?
So this is a 10-year plan or whatever, from what James is saying and David Zaslav wants to do. Them and Peter Safran. I've been following this since since James Gunn took the heads of DC or whatever. So I'm pretty knowledgeable about it. So I'm going to have to agree with Phantom, since this is a 10-year plan. I think for me it needs to be 4 or 5 and everything. Like I'm giving you the bare minimum of 4 or 5 movies and everything, because you got to catch the people's attention. But they're starting off stupid with the Creatures Commando bullcrap that no one cares about. That's not how you do it. Or whatever, to start out your universe, you need to start out with Superman, Batman, and the fact that they did not have a Wonder Woman movie on that schedule really irks me. But you have Supergirl, listen, James, that is not smart at all, or whatever. You need Wonder Woman on there to have the staple.
You need the Holy Trinity.
We're gonna have you need the Holy Trinity.
Yep.
So, to be fair or whatever, there is a show that's going to be talking about Themyscira or whatever. Maybe that's how Wonder Woman will make a cameo at the end or whatever, like how she's made or whatever. But still, then again, that doesn't make any sense, because are we bringing Wonder Woman from the 1940s? Is she gonna does she make her appearance in the 50s? What are we doing, James? This
World War
is
II,
where
like the original TV show.
Yeah. So I mean, but then again, before we wrap up or whatever, I'll say this, and I talked about this on the Kings of Pop Culture. Now, the way I see when James put out this slate or whatever, they are skipping most of the origin stuff, which Ripa talked about. I think that's finna happen because the reason why I say it was gonna happen is because with Batman Brave and the Bold or whatever, Damian Wayne is a part of this universe. So this means that this universe has already been established. There's a lot of stuff that they already thinking as the average fan or hardcore fan, listen, we're not going to be like the MCU. There's some stuff that we're going to go over, and then there's some stuff you're just going to have to do on your own time. We're just going straight into the movie. Straight into the universe.
It should be
which I have no problem with.
Anyway. It should be flashbacks anyway. Now, I think before they get to Justice League, the way to bring Batman and Superman together, do a World's Finest. Lex Luthor and the Joker team up against Batman and Superman. That's the movie. Yeah. That's the movie that you need to put Luthor on Front Street as a fucking bad guy. Is World's Finest Batman, Superman, Joker,
and then
Luthor.
And then the post and then the post credit scene of like, okay, if
Dark
Lex is
Knight.
the way I would have done it if Lex Luthor is in jail and like, you know, he just comes to himself, well, if they're putting a team together, I'm gonna put a team together, and then bam, you got
Injustice
the
League.
Injustice League or whatever.
Legion
But-
of Doom.
Yeah, the Legion of Doom. But let's wrap this thing up. We're past the time that we should have stopped at like 1:30.
Great show.
You know,
It
it
was, indeed.
It was
And
a good
oh
show.
yeah,
before,
Good
I
show.
before
think
we
it's
go
a
on
great show.
recommendations, I would like to give a shout out to the nearly 20 people we had in here tonight. Nearly
20
Yes.
people?
Nearly 20.
Nearly 20. Dang. I didn't know that we were like that, you know, good to talk or whatever, I guess.
Great
You
show.
know.
Great show.
I
So,
appreciate
yeah.
everybody
This-
hanging out and watching.
yeah.
And real quick, I just want to say, if I had to pick a winner tonight, it's going to be Kreese. And so, Kreese, your shit goes up first. Follow Kreese.
Mhm.
Oh.
Follow Zach. Follow Dynamic Duo. Follow the Chosen One where he does his show there as well. Kreese gets his links first. Go ahead, Phantom.
Okay, so this is the time of the show where we do recommendations.
Mhm.
And since I usually let Jake and Kreese go first, I'm going to go first tonight, and I'm going to recommend Yellowbeard. It's a good comedy pirate movie. It's got Cheech and Chong in it. If you think they're going to be out throughout the movie, now they're at the very end. So you got this guy's they're hunting him down. He's Yellowbeard, and he literally tattoos the map to the treasure on his infant son's head, and they're chasing them throughout. It's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious. So, Kreese, ladies next. What is your recommendation on anime?
That's rough. No, that's
First
mean,
of
man.
all, first of all, this is all 100% cocoa chocolate black man right here. Anyway,
Black Girl Magic?
straight black guy magic, okay? Black guy
Let's go,
magic. Like, you know, dark
Black
roast.
trans
Yeah.
magic.
No,
Come on, Phantom. Let him go.
like dark roast. pure
That's right.
pure darkness made from God, baby.
You know that's gonna get clipped.
Black is
And that's
beautiful.
gonna get meme. It's gonna get clipped.
I don't
and
care.
memed.
I don't care. Pure chalk no garden.
Yeah,
Godliness,
Isaac.
okay?
Where you at, Isaac?
Come
So-
on, let him go.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about this right here. I know this is pretty normy or whatever, but I like it. We're just gonna go watch Mugen's Train, Demon Slayer. Highly recommend it. I think it's really great or whatever. It actually is one of the top ever anime movies in all time too. So like this movie did made a whole bunch of money during the Kovivi era. So like a lot of people was still going to watch it, even though you had to be like 2 feet apart or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't listening to those rules. I lived in Texas or whatever. So you know, allegedly, right? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Mask off. I mean, or on, you never know. But yeah, definitely check out Mugen's Train. It's about an hour and some change. And of course, you know, you can watch Demon Slayer, the anime that's still going on, and they're about to put out 3 more Demon Slayer movies. So that's my anime recommendation. So Jake, it is your turn.
Right on. Well, guys, since Kreese was my favorite tonight, I too am going to go with a pick that is maybe considered a little bit normie now, but is not necessarily normie, generally speaking. But there is a quite popular now metal band called Rivers of Nihil, Nihil. And they put out an album that was the first in a tetralogy in 2016 called Where Owls Know My Name. And it is an album that holds a special place in my heart because a friend of mine, who will remain nameless to protect the innocent, a friend of mine, very, very good friend of mine, was homeless for a period of time. And even though I hung out with him, I went out with him to, you know, shows and parties and whatnot. I had no idea. He didn't tell anybody until after he finally was homed again and got stuff together. And he's doing way better now. Everything's fine. But he said that album specifically, Rivers of Nile's album Where Owls Know My Name from 2016, that was the album that helped carry him through while he was homeless. So if I had to recommend an album for this week, it is by that band. They are way more popular now than they used to be. Used to be more underground, but I would pick that. 2016, Rivers of Nile. The album is Where Owls Know My Name. And by the way, since we hit 50 subscribers, thank you to all you guys watching. We do have a X stroke Twitter stroke Twix, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and follow us there.
And we also have a Discord.
That's right. That is right.
Yep.
We do have a Discord, which I will find as we're continuing to do outros.
So I hope everybody had a great time tonight. So Crease, what you got coming up?
This Saturday it's gonna be me, Westward, and Sophie. We have our anime podcast called KSW Killing Saturdays with Anime or whatever. So we're definitely going to be talking about the Adult Swim era of anime. So that's gonna be really good or whatever.
Hey, Crease, make sure if you get a list, make sure that Sophie's not the one that gets it, so they won't have One Piece as number one when we know that's bullshit.
Yeah, that was bullshit. Dragon Ball Z should be number 1 or number 2. Anything under 3, it's blasphemous. But yeah, that's what I got going on this Saturday, and have another video with my boy Adam on Dynamic Duo Podcast that's going to be coming out soon. He just has to put it out. So like that's what I got going on so far. Yeah.
There we go.
So Jake, what you got coming up, brother?
First off, you guys are not allowed to interrupt me and make jokes because I know exactly what you're trying to do, Phantom, when I do this. Coming up for me on Monday, I will be on Alec Baldwin's Fingers channel for Off the Hip as regular panelist there. However, next Thursday, I will not be here. And then the following week, I will also not be here because I will be on vacation with my fiance. So let me enjoy myself in peace. For God's sake, let me enjoy myself in peace. That's my
don't
quick
you have
outro.
something? You got something Saturday, don't you?
Oh, Saturday. Yes, indeed, I do. Saturday, I will be on Nerdy Neo's channel for Party Chat at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And our friend Mo Zamboni will also be there. And if you guys don't know, Nerdy Neo is a great guy. He was the guy who had me on his show, and that was my first ever live show, my first ever live stream as someone who's been on the internet for quite some time. So I attribute basically everything that I've done since then, every show I've been on, every friend I've met, every community and fellowship that I've become a part of to him. And I'm very grateful for that. So I will see you guys there 1 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday.
So you guys keep an eye out. We are going to have 2 special co-hosts that will be covering for Jake for the next 2 weeks. And we will announce them probably over the weekend. So keep an eye on our X account. And if you're in Discord, join our Discord, keep an eye out there. For myself, I am about to rework several things for this channel. Intro, outro. I'm going to work on the thumbnails. Add some more little like sound stuff for the soundboard, and maybe work out a couple new intros for certain segments. But I really appreciate you guys coming in, Nagranal, ABF, Mo, and everybody else that was here tonight. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for if we got any new subs.
Much love for the GCA, baby.
Yep,
Go,
the GCA. And that is it for tonight. We will be live next Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern on For the Homies. I am going to change the name of the channel. It's going to be For the Homies Podcast. So yeah. Until next time, I'm Phantom X. He's MMA Crease. He's Big Dog Jake. And we are the homies. Good night, everybody. We will see you next Thursday night. Subscribe,
Later,
share,
nerds. Like the stream.
Follow us everywhere because you don't know what the hell you're going to get. Night, guys.
Peace out.